Sure. The firm is called Melanson Consulting, as you say, and what I do, in essence, is called verbal branding and simplicity modeling.
Right.
So the way I talk about that is verbal branding is like the secret sauce to some important things, I think. It's the secret sauce to how to differentiate in the marketplace for a person or an entire firm. It's the way to unify any number of people. And also, there's a thing I talk about, I call it simplicity as a business tool. So verbal branding does all those things simultaneously for any size company. 20 years ago almost, I noticed a gap in the branding marketplace. So what I do is actually unique worldwide as far as I know. I've had my business for 18 years now, and there wasn't what I thought of as a spoken application in the branding world. There's logos, there's taglines, there's geckos, and there's website colors and schemes and things. But I looked across, I was a sales guy, right? Like that's how my brain is wired, is as a salesperson. So I looked at the branding world and I says, what about what people say? What about when they're talking to each other? What about that? Do people brand? And it turns out that, as far as I could tell, nobody knew of anything like that. I called it verbal branding immediately. And it just has turned out to be, as I say, it's, I guess, unique worldwide. And this application called verbal branding helps people sell in a significantly better way. And it also builds culture and leadership and operations and a whole bunch of things. So here's the thing, here's the rules around verbal branding. It's no more than one or two concepts that can be said in less than 5 seconds.
Right.
So if you met me at a networking event, and this is the magic moment, right? Somebody says, what do you do? I say, verbal branding and simplicity work. Then I just stop talking. And I've utterly won almost already because they're already curious to hear more.
Right. They want to ask the question.
I've already branded myself. It takes me 1 second. So they're going to remember me better. They're going to ask me about it and be genuinely curious. That's the conversation I'm going to have with them. So I can talk about it for a long time, but what they're going to remember a day and a week later is, that guy does verbal branding and simplicity work. That's pretty cool. And now I'm now branded as being different than anybody else they've heard of. So that's part of the goal.